And Denise is coming in, I see.
Wow. Wow, holy cow.
Hi.
Wow. It's been 10 years since I've seen you. Oh my gosh, Denise Wakeman. She is, you're my hero. So,
Oh,
yeah.
I love your police chief. I've been listening to the last 10 minutes or so. I want to move to New Bern.
Come
Come
on.
On.
You're welcome anytime. And before we get
So
started,
good to see you, Wendy.
it's you look wonderful as always.
you.
But wow, I'm very thrilled that you're here today with us. And if you're listening or watching and you don't know who Denise Wakeman is, she's been an online visibility guru for over 20 years. You were the founder of the blog squad, Adventures in Visibility. You also the Trailblazers. I can't remember the name. The
Marketing Trailblazers.
There you go. Marketing Trailblazers
community. Yep.
Yeah. So and people can join that community, right?
They can.
Yeah.
We'd love to have them.
Yeah, and you're out in California, and we're just thrilled to have you. So
thank you so much. I appreciate the invitation.
Yeah. So when are you moving to New Bern?
Well, I like the Chiefs, process there. Like, go hang out, see what it's like. If it's a hot mess, leave. But it doesn't sound like it's a hot mess. So, I might end up staying. First, I have to go hiking in the Croatan, though, with you, Wendy.
With snakes and bears and raccoons and biting insects.
Denise can handle it. She's been to Machu Picchu. What is that?
Machu Picchu. Yeah. I've trekked in Peru a few times, and in India and Himalayas, in Nepal. So
wow,
I think I can handle the Croatan.
Yeah, you're a globe trekker. Yeah, big time. So
we understand that you're responsible for all of these great things that Wendy is doing here. And Wendy has a whole list of things she's managed in the last 10 years.
Well, I'd say I might, have been responsible at the very beginning, but she's taken off and implemented some amazing things. I've been watching.
Well, I honestly, I would have, if it wasn't for you, if I didn't, when I first, before I met Denise, I was following everything that you did, that you recommended for people. You were giving free tips and tricks. So I would implement them here and there, and every single thing I did, it worked. So, I mean, Denise is the real deal. And so I signed up for a 6-month mentorship program, and every single thing every assignment you gave me, and as long as people follow the assignment, they'll be successful, and it just blew up and grew, but you really helped me lasso that monster, and you do that every day with your clients, right?
That's the idea. The key is, as you said, is taking action and doing the work. I mean, I can talk all day long, but if somebody doesn't do it, then it won't work. So, that's the, beautiful thing about, watching your progress, Wendy, is that, you're just out there doing it, and you just take the next step and the next step and the next step. And here we are, on Zoom with a video podcast.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So yeah. Tell for the folks who do not know you, tell us a little bit about what you do. I hear marketing trailblazers, I hear online visibility. Take us back to how it all started and what your services encompass.
Oh my, well, how it all started is a very long story, but essentially I was with my then husband in rural Canada, although I'm from Los Angeles. and we wanted to start a business, and that was in 1996. And where we were had, there weren't very many people. So we realized that we were going to need the internet, even though it was still very new. Hardly anybody even had an email account at that time. And, I just knew that I had to teach myself everything I possibly could about how to use the internet to reach people. And that's what I did. We built a 6-figure business coaching practice, within a few years. And then I came back to LA without the husband and started working on my, I started my own business as a consultant and helping people implement digital marketing. And that was before there were blogs and before there was social media. And, it was mostly websites and pretty simple websites. They're much more complex now, as you probably know, Wendy. Before podcasting, before all of that stuff. So I work primarily as a consultant and done with you implementer, because I feel that people need to know how things work for themselves. Mostly I work with small businesses, solo business owners, and small nonprofits to help them build their presence on the web. So that's all encompassing. I look at a holistic picture. So the email marketing, that's really critical. It's, the website, the social media, and look at what they want to achieve and then create a system for them to get where they need to go. So it's a little bit different than when Wendy and I worked together, because there wasn't as much available for getting your message out. And as that changes on a weekly basis, if not daily, now I'm like, okay, pick your platforms. You don't need to be every single place, but pick it, be consistent, and engage with people. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, but there are foundational pieces too. So
how did COVID affect your business, if at all?
It did affect my business in that people sort of pulled back. A lot of business owners pulled back from investing in consulting or mentoring, that kind of thing, to some degree, not completely. It definitely accelerated the whole, remote video thing. And, when people were saying, hey, have you ever used Zoom? I'm like, yeah, for about 7 years now. But, that there was definitely, it didn't stop. My business didn't stop, but it changed more to outreach and community building, and I just continued, putting stuff out there. And then, like, end of last year, everything just sort of exploded again. So there's a lot of people who reassessed what they were doing in the small business community, and whether it's a bricks and mortar or online business, a lot of people are taking a look at, do I want to be doing this anymore? Or do I want to try something new? I want to get out of the corporate workforce and do my own thing. I'm working with a lot of people who are starting up new ventures right now. So it's kind of opened up a lot of doors, closed a few doors. It's all good.
That was one of the reasons I asked you that. A lot of people did, completely switch gears. Let me pull back from what I'm doing, get a new education in something I've always been interested in, and then, teach me or spend time with me, showing me how to, increase my outreach, my PR, bring my
exactly
voice to the table. A lot of people did that, I think, when they were stuck at home. You couldn't do anything.
Exactly. They were thinking, like, what do I want to do? Where am I? And what I've noticed is more people who want to get their message out in one way or another. So they may be an expert in something. They've been working in a career for years and years and years, but they want to either start a side gig, a lot of side gigs starting, or a new business or an additional business that's more than a side gig. But they may not know all the pieces that are really necessary in this day and age for connecting with people out there. What do you need to get started? Why do you need those things? Who are they that you're going to be connecting with? So it's always different, and everybody brings something different to the table, which is, I guess, why I like it so much still after all these years.
Yeah,
Every day is different.
it is.
Mhm.
And I have a question.
Absolutely.
So 10 years ago, you recommended, Wendy, you need a website, because back then I had a blog and I typed a website with HTML and CSS. So it was like a static website. And then we finally merged into WordPress. But you said you have to have, that's like your home base, and then and then social media, email, all that is an extension, podcasts. Is that still your philosophy?
That is 100% still my philosophy. You need to have a place to send people that you're meeting out in the world. So whether it's meeting them face to face, or you're meeting them on Facebook or Twitter or wherever you're doing it, if you have a podcast and you're reaching people, in an auditory or visual way with video, there needs to be a place to send people, and that home base is yours. That doesn't belong to Facebook, and it doesn't belong to Twitter, and it doesn't belong to anybody else but you. As long as you're paying your hosting fees, that's your home. And it's really where people can go deeper, take a deeper dive with you. So posting a nice picture and a quote on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram, that's great. That gives people a sense of who you are. It helps you connect. But then eventually you got to take them home, and have coffee with them at home, or, have dinner. Like, you don't have to go further than that if you don't want to. But but that's where you can start sending them down the links, the link trail to learn more about you. Send them to a more detailed about page. Ask them to sign up for a newsletter, or to subscribe to your podcast, or to your video, your YouTube channel, whatever it is that you're doing. But if you're only relying on those social sites, those social platforms, you're on rented land, and they can close you down and kick you out without any hesitation. So, and you may not even know why. So I know this has happened to lots of people. So definitely start there. Email is the second foundational piece, though, too, after the website.
Well, that's a great point, because I know there's a lot of businesses, specifically in New Bern, I'm sure around the world, that are only on Facebook or only on, LinkedIn or something. And they don't realize that those photos that they uploaded, if they didn't save them, they're gone forever. And
yep,
I just I try to tell people that, but they get tired of hearing me talk. So
yeah, well, I would say, especially for a local business, like you're probably connecting with lots of local businesses, because you're like Miss New Bern, Ms. New Bern, I should say. But, yes, you need to have a page or a group on Facebook, because people are looking there. There's lots of people who check out what's going on those sites. But in the end, you want to take them off in some way, especially to get onto your email list. Because if, let's say, all you have is a Facebook page where you're posting your menu or your daily deals or whatever it is, and let's say you you post something that Facebook doesn't like and they shut you down. Well, if you haven't been collecting email addresses or sending people to your website so they have no other way to get to know you, you've just lost all those people. They're gone. Bye-bye. They're on to something else where they can get that information. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. Wow. You nailed it.
How do,
You
if
taught
they,
Wendy well.
how do
Yes.
folks find out how to reach you and how to learn all these good pieces of information that you have to share?
I am at Denise Wakeman everywhere. And I have, my website is denisewakeman.com. And then on any social platform, you can find me at Denise Wakeman. I try to make sure it's consistent across the board, so it's easy to find. And if you do a Google search, you're going to see like a lot.
Great.
Well, before we let you go, what's it like in California today?
It's a beautiful day. It's very spring-like, not too hot, not too cold, just right. I'm in LA and it's like the perfect weather here, just about all the time.
Wow.
Well, great meeting you, Denise.
It's nice meeting you too. And
I can't believe
Wendy.
it. Oh my gosh. I'm just in awe. Thank you so much for everything. Because if it wasn't for you, New Bern Now wouldn't exist. I mean, honestly. And I thank you. From the bottom of my
thank
heart,
you
so.
for that. That's so sweet and kind
Yeah.
of you. And I just love seeing what you're doing. And I am coming to New Bern one of these days, seriously. And we're going to plan a hike.
Sounds like a plan. We'll
Okay.
do it, and also sign up for Marketing Trailblazers community, right?
marketingtrailblazers.co, not .com.
.co.
But there's links on the website too.
Okay. Well, Denise,
Okay.
thank you so much. It's great seeing you.
Thank you. It's great to
Yes,
meet you.
thank you. Great
Have
to meet you.
Have a
Nice to
wonderful
meet you too.
day.
All right. You too.
Okay.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.